Hello and welcome to the Adam Friedland Show Premium Podcast. I'm here with Nick. We just got back from Denver yesterday. Folks, just off the bat, this weekend I will be in Washington, D.C. the 24th, 25th, and 26th. You can get tickets at adamfriedland.com/tour. Also, November, Nick and I will be, as part of the New York Comedy Festival, at Town Hall, and that is nearly sold out, which is very exciting. It's going to be a big show. And finally, it's Funny Moms Tonight. Funny Moms is now back. So, I announced that the show's happening on Mondays, but it's every Monday of the month other than the first Monday. So if you're in New York, you want to come see us at Funny Moms, you could plan ahead. They post the links every month at the beginning of the month. So it's every Monday, but the first Monday of every month. And that should be it for announcements. Nick, you have anything to announce? Boston.
Oh, did we start?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay. First of all, thank you. Everybody came out. Denver this
It was
weekend.
awesome.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
I was really happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, everybody was cool. I feel like, both Friday shows, Saturday early was like perfect.
Yeah.
And then Saturday late and Thursday I would say were bad, but that's because of me, not because of...
I do think someone did get dragged out.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either. They did it quiet.
Yeah.
Apparently his feet were like twinkling on the ground because
and
he was
one
lifted.
of the shows, two guys were like getting into it with each other.
Why?
I don't know. They were yelling at each other, trying to fight each other.
It's comedy, folks. It's fucking
I don't
comedy.
think it had anything to do with the show because I heard
really?
them afterwards, and one of them was like, "I'm a professional boxer." Saying what he would do to the other guy.
Oh, like with his fists?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
otherwise, it was a great fucking weekend.
Yeah, dude. And come home, clean apartment. Aside from, I accidentally left the broom in front of the litter box, like near it, and the cat's afraid of the broom, so she shit all over the floor. But other than that, they
Clean apartment.
clean apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Very happy.
Yeah, it was a really fun weekend in Denver, and we're really happy. I'm really excited about it for you.
Oh, thanks.
Getting that out of the way is like huge.
Yeah. And Steven's apparently at the dentist for 2 weeks. Did you hear this story?
No.
Yeah, Steven will be editing it, but he's I guess he doesn't have health insurance. So there's Kyle's like uncle or something is a dentist, but he lives
in Florida.
So Steven's had to go to Florida to go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah, which seems way more expensive than just getting a Groupon for a cleaning.
Is he going for a cleaning? He probably needs surgery.
Oh, does he?
I mean, if you're going to Florida, that would be my assumption.
But I do dumb shit like that. I'm like, I can
You do. Yeah.
Just spend $600 on a flight and probably $700 on a hotel.
Kyle's uncle. That is really funny. Yeah. No, I mean it was like really cool to see that hour come together for you, and then I had a lot of fun on all those shows.
Adam crushed.
People were nice.
Yeah.
People were really nice in Denver.
Yeah.
I was giving him a hard time about living there, but they're pretty receptive.
Yeah, we didn't really do any Denver stuff.
We didn't do shit, dude.
Yeah.
We did almost get in trouble with the authorities at one point, but that was just a little fun.
Not me. I wasn't there.
You were not there.
Yeah.
And then I kind of had you're 36 years old. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why? I hadn't had an
Adam was
experience like
shoplifting at Sephora.
I did not shoplift. Someone I was with did.
He was at Sephora.
And then we drove away. They stopped selling beer at midnight in Denver, and then someone I was with took beer, and then a lady goes, "You!" And then we got in the car.
There's a detective in Denver on like a Windows 95 computer watching this right now. And he's like, we got him.
We fucking got his ass.
Investigation Discovery, yeah.
Well, I didn't know.
The Sephora bandit.
I guess I was party to it. But then we forgot someone at the gas station. Yeah, we were, Nick and I were just talking a lot about how Filipinos love karaoke.
Well,
But they love that song.
There's a TikTok video of the one Asian guy on X Factor, but apparently there's a lot of them that have sung that Josh Turner song.
Is that who sings that song? Yeah. Turn the lights down low?
Yeah. You're a man.
When I was in Africa, I saw there was a black guy. We were at a
No way.
we were at a port, and he was singing it.
There's a black.
There was an African guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was singing that song too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's an international hit.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it'd be funny if that happened with is this racist song that everyone's mad about.
What? Everyone's mad at this song.
I don't know.
I listened to it. It's pretty good.
I don't give a fuck.
It's pretty. It's the kind of music I like.
Yeah. People are. I like I said, I'm barely on social media, but I look and
How is it racist?
they're like,
though?
this is dangerous.
I listened to fucking 10 seconds.
You would think after Joker that shit would stop. Remember how the media was convinced the Joker would have caused a mass shooting?
Yeah.
Right. And now people are still, this piece of media is dangerous.
But it's like a Springsteen song, isn't it? It's like the boss makes $1, I make it.
I don't know anything about it.
I think it's like a populist.
Even if the lyrics to the song were, we need to genocide
black
all
people.
yeah, I would just be like, I guess this is just a racist song.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it is.
There's a new racist song out,
Yeah,
folks.
right.
Admittedly, I haven't listened to the entire thing, but it seemed like it was like kind of.
Let's look up the lyrics, I guess.
Let's look it up. I think it's just that it's. I don't understand but they're like political polarities have really shifted now, and now it's right wing to be like against the rich man. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, it's because it's an incorrect, not prognosis. What's it called when you correctly diagnose a problem? Or maybe it's an incorrect diagnosis. That's what people are mad about. It's like he's mad about being poor, but you should be thanking the Democrats who are saving people from poverty by wearing kente cloth and voting in the interests of Wall Street.
Yeah, I mean,
rather than the Republican Party, which is voting in the interests of Wall Street and burning kente cloth.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's.
Can I just see the fucking lyrics, please? This is the problem. It's like
It's rich men from Richmond.
You just get a 5,000 word article about what's all the hullabaloo about.
An explainer on this song from a viral video.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
That's fucking Springsteen, dude.
You know, it'd be very funny if this guy came out, no one's asked him about it. He's like, yeah, it's from the perspective of Jeffrey Epstein. It's like no one's being sympathetic towards this guy.
Just everyone pisses everyone off.
He's like, he's like, no, this isn't about working class rednecks. It's a Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. The first verse is Jeffrey Epstein. The second verse is Rachel Dolezal.
I renounced my strictly held Jewish faith to the Democratic Party to fucking kill babies. Overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Yeah.
Which, he got a lot of money. But that fucking make child pornography, I would want... If I wasn't a pedophile.
They were lowballing Epstein.
Yeah.
A lot of people are. A lot of people do be saying that.
Mm-hmm. So I can sit out here and waste my life away being stuck on an island. Drag back home and drown my troubles away. Disposing of the children in the Caribbean.
You have to drown them.
Going out into the Caribbean in your trolley.
God, all of it, it was right there in front of us.
The SS Good Time to dump the child's body.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Obviously, the remorse of being a international pedophile. Living in the new world with an old soul. Perhaps the soul of a Ronin who took a boy as an apprentice. These rich men north of Richmond, obviously his friends.
Yeah.
Lord knows they all want to have total control. Duh. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do. The blackmail operation.
Yeah, honeypot.
And they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Because your dollar ain't shit and it's taxed to no end. Obviously, living in the Caribbean, he would be opposed to taxes.
Yeah, he has
to
find a tax haven.
Richmond. I wish politicians would look out for minors. Now, it's miners.
No, but he's talking.
Right, exactly.
I wish.
Yeah, they would look.
Then I wouldn't have to do all this.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, but instead they have sex with them.
Yeah.
And not just minors on an island somewhere. Okay.
Wait, you made that up?
That's the line. And not just minors on an island somewhere. Easy. That part of my job's easy. Lord,
wait, he has it. It's right there.
Yeah, it says it, and not just minors on an island somewhere. I think that's meant to be a joke. Yeah. So
Yeah.
actually, he's downplaying. He's
Yeah,
literally.
why would they?
Why aren't we looking out for minors? Instead, we're worried about children being raped.
About all these kids on the island?
Yeah, right.
What about these fucking guys in a fucking mine shaft with
Yeah.
the black lung?
Lord, we got folks in the street ain't got nothing to eat. I don't know about that one. And the obese milking welfare.
Okay, milking is pedophilic imagery.
Now, that's not necessarily anti-welfare. It's anti-fat welfare.
So this song is about anti-fat welfare.
Yeah. I've always felt this way, and some may consider this to be a fascist opinion, but
There should be a way in.
EBT card should come with a free membership to MyFitnessPal.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Yeah.
And it should be sort of a macro-based system where you say, okay, you're supposed to have 50 grams of protein in whatever this purchase is, and forced bodybuilding too.
Yeah.
I think if you're collecting benefits from the state, then we should be able to use you as a statue. You should be beautiful and naked and glistening, and then the taxpayers make up for it. We don't need that shit in Grand Army Plaza anymore.
That's right. That's right.
We just put the poorest, most beautiful man on display. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds.
Oh, he's kind of saying that too.
Yeah, well, what are fudge rounds?
Candies?
Like, what are
It's like a pastry.
Fudge rounds? Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground because all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Yeah, I don't... People said it's racist. It's not even racist. It's just anti-welfare and fat-phobic.
Yeah, it's anti-welfare, fat-phobic, and anti-tax. But it seems pretty just populist, I guess.
It's anti-tax. It's also anti-inflation. Yeah.
I like that he put it in 5'3".
I wish politicians would look out for minors and not just minors on an island somewhere. That's bizarre that that's in there.
That's crazy that you guessed.
I didn't guess. I was making a fucking joke.
Yeah.
But, yeah, once again.
This is another hamburger in paradise situation.
It is.
Or cheeseburger in paradise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's why Brooks and Dunn are the only good country group. Because he has schizophrenia. I love that Texas neon. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
That one line, that one song where he talks about shooting a girl a coon smile. It's like, I thought maybe that's an expression or something.
Is that like an Emmett Till?
Just a racist, yeah.
Yeah, it's just racist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God damn. That's, yeah. That video you pulled up that one time of him talking about the different cities he lived in.
Mm-hmm.
Now went down to Albuquerque. And,
yeah. He looks like his face got removed and surgically reattached to it. It's just like, none of the nerves work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should get him on the show.
I would love to have him on the show. Just have him go. Just let him go. Try to ask a question. He's listening off Tulsa, Oklahoma. Fort Worth, Texas. Corpus Christi.
You're like, have you ever seen Toy Story 3? And he's like, I did meet the Queen of England.
Yeah, one
On
time.
a spiritual plane. Met each other. And she actually wrote the song, she wrote that line about the Crips and the Bloods are still fighting.
The Crips and the Bloods. What does this country come to? Huh?
Yeah.
The Crips and the Bloods are still up to it.
Oliver Anthony.
Is that the guy's name?
Yeah. This isn't the first time that a welfare-bashing country song became an overnight success.
I like that he put it in 5'3", just to really rub it in.
Well, that makes the 300 pounds thing make sense. If you're
Yeah.
5'3", you shouldn't be 300 pounds.
Yeah. But that's his
That's his perception.
perception of someone on the dole.
Is the clown from Spawn.
Is that they're tiny fat people.
Turning into a demon and fucking doing something else. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, this is crazy. But while this might be the first American chart topper to reference Jeffrey Epstein's sex crimes, Anthony, I swear to God, I did not read anything about this fucking song beforehand.
But what does that line even mean? That they don't care about minors, but we only care about...
You know, the Jeffrey Epstein thing?
Yeah, why are we making such a big deal out of the Epstein thing?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, why is he saying that?
Because it's a song written from the perspective
of Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
I know you were making a joke, but like, why would he?
No one's going to believe that I didn't look.
It doesn't sound.
It doesn't. It's like.
It doesn't sound. On behalf of Nick, I vouch for him. These things for years. I've known this man, and these things tend to happen. How the hell did you do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is deep state.
Mm-hmm. Keep talking while I read this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seems like...
What did you do last night? You disappeared when we got to the airport.
I just went and got a car. I couldn't sleep.
Everyone was waiting for you and no one saw you.
I left the plane before you guys.
Yes, we all left at different times and then we all waited at the gate for each other. And you disappeared.
You should have texted me or called me.
No, it's all right. It's sort of just like a common courtesy sort of thing.
No, I mean...
Your friends you just spent the weekend with. You get off the plane. You at least say bye.
I don't know. I was at the front of the plane. You guys were at the back.
You weren't at the front of the plane.
I was the first row, first class.
You were probably seat 57.
You guys are noticing there's a little bit of an attitude that Nick has towards me right now.
Because you left. It wasn't just me. I wouldn't have said anything, but everyone else we were with was like, I can't believe Adam just blew.
It's not about that. It's about the fact that I have lounge access now.
Oh, Delta Sky Club.
And I get to go to the Sky Club and relax with people, like-minded people. That's all I'm saying. You know, I've had great conversations in the Sky Lounge that will just remain between me and those children.
You missed Cool Steven by being in the Sky.
I did.
But
I was relaxing in the Sky.
That was the best part of the entire weekend was Cool Steven.
Who was it?
It was some guy with Steven's face, but he was jacked and had cool tattoos and like Bradley Cooper hair.
Did you take a picture and send it to Steven?
No, I don't do that to people. I don't creep shot people.
You can.
I remember.
If it's not for public consumption.
And then I blast all their information.
Yeah, but the visual would really add to it.
Yeah. No, it looked great. He had the same mannerisms as Steven, but he was like, it was just cool Steven.
Yeah, I mean, I should have waited for you guys at the airport. And I'm bummed I did miss Cool Steven, but, you know, it's nice to go to the Sky Lounge, get a coffee. Maybe get one of the sandwiches they have out, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe get, like,
I don't know
flavored water.
I don't know how to get
some basil and lemon.
With American Airlines. I don't think it's possible without the credit card.
Do they have lounges?
Yeah. Admiral's Club.
Wouldn't that be for a ship company?
No, I think.
Why would a plane?
Like a Sky Admiral.
Are those?
I think some Air Forces do that, right? Because when the Air Force became a thing, they were like, "Look, are these boats or are these fucking people?" And they had to make a decision whether they had the Army words or the Navy words.
Yeah, they were confused. Mm-hmm. But still, they have Top Gun in the Navy.
Now, I tell you, I'm into those LBJ books.
Yeah.
And so in 1941, he ran for Senate and lost. And that was, right around when World War II was starting. And he campaigned a bunch in 41 saying if this war happens, I'm tearing up my draft card and I will be in the trenches with, I'm not sending a boy to fight or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the war was declared and he was like, I'm not going for the war. I'm not doing that shit. But then, the media starts paying attention. They're like, didn't he say he would go to war? And he wanted to run for Senate again. So eventually he got an appointment as a lieutenant commander in the Navy. And then his job was just go to inspect boat yards on the West Coast and cheat on his wife. And while he was there, his wife had to run his congressional office because he was still in Congress. So she just did his job while he was getting
pussy?
Portraits taken in Hollywood and cheating on his wife. Up and down the West Coast, and they would just keep it a secret where he was. They were like, "Oh, he's on an important secret mission." They wouldn't tell anybody.
Tell her.
Yeah, and then eventually he did. He had to go to the Pacific. He went to Australia and flew as an observer on a single mission, which, to be fair, he was shot at. But then he would embellish the story. He's like, yeah, I was in war for years, months, just in the shit. Just lying about it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It is really cool to lie about being in the army and being at war.
No, I mean,
Stolen Valor is the
if you
coolest
like
shit.
Power Broker, you should read those LBJ books.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, he's like, yeah, this guy, I'm gonna write fucking a cumulative 20,000 pages about how much of a piece of shit he was. He's just like, Caro's like the world's greatest hater of all time.
He's a gossip.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah,
He's just a fucking hater. And he started working on those LBJ books in the 70s. And he's probably 115 years old. And he's somewhere in this city right now, still like,
Trying to finish.
Another thing LBJ did makes him a piece of shit. He's like just fucking still working on the 5th book.
There's 4?
There's 4 published. There's a 5th one that's due out.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, he releases one like every decade.
He's old as fuck, that guy.
Yeah. He spent his entire life just being
gossiping.
just basically being a subreddit guy. Just being
an Opie and Anthony.
Being an
r/O.
Yeah. Just being a YouTube comment guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a pedophile.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And a drug addict.
Yeah, right.
That's great, dude.
Yeah.
One day there's going to be a definitive Nick Mullen historian.
Probably not.
Yeah, I
I
think
hope no, it'll just be you giving interviews, and it's all about
gossip.
Yourself.
Yeah. And that's when I inspired Nick to say that.
And I came up with the idea for the Adam Friedland show. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I couldn't, I don't know, it was like 12:30 or 1, and I couldn't really sleep, so I took a weed gummy, and I fucking feel awful in the morning.
Yeah.
I took it to like sleep.
That's
I didn't even take very much.
I'm kind of like reverse jet lag. Oh, well, I guess just regular jet lag.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
So I didn't go to bed till like 1:30 last night, but I woke up at 9:30.
Same, yeah. Same, but I was just foggy-headed.
Something else I remember, that those LBJ books. Maybe we'll just turn this podcast into me reading books, and then you don't have to, and I can tell you that.
That's what I do for the talk show. I have Noah read the books.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool in life that, like, in school, I used to cheat, and they were like, that's bad. But then, like, when you're an adult,
Yeah.
you can pay a nerd to just read.
Yeah, and that's like, they say
Noah read Neil deGrasse.
Chinese billionaires send their kids over here to do that now in colleges.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, excuse me, professor, but Wei Ling is cheating. And they're like, she's Chinese.
She's Chinese.
So what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
You want to keep using your fucking laptop? Well, what am I supposed to do? Expel her, and then we have no microchips anymore?
We're going to be in a fucking gulag.
Why don't you stop fucking tattling and get back on TikTok?
We need her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't read Neil deGrasse Tyson's book. I just had a nerd do it for me.
Yeah.
Who's our friend.
Yeah.
Who can read books really fast. And he's like, yeah, this is the one. He'd just tell me the 4 dumbest parts.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, so, let's talk about your book.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the LBJ stuff's great. You should read it for real instead of just pretending to have read them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I will.
He was like,
Maybe when I'm done with Teddy Roosevelt,
he was like one of the richest presidents ever elected.
As a teacher?
No, he wasn't a teacher when he was elected president.
What was he, like oil executive or something?
No, he stayed away from oil money. He had an offer. He could have been just given like a share in an oil company without having to put any money down, and just like paid it back through future profits. And it would have netted him $750,000. But he knew that he wouldn't be able to be elected president if he had oil interests, and that became public. So what he did was he used his position in Congress to purchase a radio station through his wife's name in Austin that had been hamstrung by FCC regulations. And the FCC in 1943 was like at war with Congress, basically, because they were just like over-regulating, I guess. But this radio station that had been kind of like just in a shit spot in Austin because they couldn't get a permit to broadcast after sundown, so they couldn't get any advertising money because that's when everybody was listening to the radio.
Yeah.
And then you have to get a permit to increase your transmit power and then also change frequencies. There's all this shit that had been held up, but LBJ, because he's in Congress and he set himself up sort of as a secret ally between the FCC chairman and Sam Rayburn's office, and he would basically like pass messages to them.
Rayburn was Speaker of the House?
Yeah, Speaker, pass messages to them, and through that he got everything for his wife's radio station pushed through. So for $20,000 they bought a radio station that wasn't profitable, and then overnight they changed the frequency, up the transmit power through not the actual work itself, but the permits and everything, changed the power, and then basically turned a radio station that had been hamstrung by FCC regulations into now one that was worth 5 times as much as his wife paid for it. And she would have to go there and basically be the fucking janitor and manage the books and stuff, and he would come by and boss people around, and then he got like a CBS affiliation, but eventually just kept growing those properties. But yeah, he probably had more money than any other president
from the radio, which was
other media properties that were entirely owned by his wife,
like newspapers and
So he would say like, oh yeah, no, it's my wife's company. I got nothing to do with that.
She was like a Paul Pelosi type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing that every politician does.
Yeah. Using their office for personal gain. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's like the funny thing about the Hunter Biden thing, because it's like, you'll see people be like, well, what about Jared Kushner in Saudi Arabia? It's like, what about every single one of them ever in the history of ever being in public? It's like, these are fake. Those laws exist so that we can look at them and be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Well, is that
what else is? You know what else is a law?
Yeah.
It's illegal to have sex with children.
Is it?
Yeah. But
that's in the Constitution?
That's in the U.S. Code.
Really?
You're not allowed to have sex with children. You're not allowed to internationally traffic underage sex slaves to a private island and fuck them on camera. But
what if it's not international? What if it's the U.S. Virgin
If we don't let that happen, Paul Pelosi is going to be in a bad mood, and then Nancy can't do her job.
Yeah.
So
we need it.
Right, exactly. That's just the way
to keep the cogs.
That's moving. Just exactly the way the wheels are greased.
We need the wheels greased.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's pretty cool, dude. Yeah, I gotta check out that book.
That is the second one in the LBJ series.
The second one.
Yeah, Means of Ascent. I like how he had to keep giving it the same name over and over again. The Path to Power.
Yeah.
The Means of Ascent.
The map towards.
The Passage.
The passage.
Power Passage.
Yeah.
I think he's such a good writer, but he can't come up with titles. The Power Broker and the Fall of New York.
Yes. What was I gonna say?
That's the funny thing too, is he writes critically about LBJ, like making his wife do his work for him.
Yeah.
But Caro's wife was his
assistant.
She researched everything with books. She would go and conduct the interviews and stuff, and like company records and stuff. Yeah, he moved her down to Texas to do all the research. And
in every work of art, you have yourself in it. So, it is Robert Caro on Johnson.
Yes.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
It's like me writing a book on.
Don't say Bob Dylan. Nardwuar.
Yeah. Who I kind of aspire to be. Kind of a mixture between Bravo's Andy Cohen and Nardwuar. So that's kind of where I see my career headed. I'm excited. I'm excited to finish up this next episode. Adam just sent me a cut of like the full thing, and it looks good. Or the full second.
Yeah, we'll shoot a little dumb sketch this week. Get that in the bag.
Yeah, I gotta go on Thursday. So
where are you going?
DC.
All right.
When's the last time you went back to DC?
For shows?
Black Cat.
No, it's more recent. I did big hunt at some point.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird now.
Why?
It's a completely different place.
That's everything.
That's everything in life.
Things change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is like, yeah, I've said this before, but when I saw the DTLR became a Soul Cycle, that was like wow, this is a completely different dynamic and identity, like a place.
Yeah. No, I was lamenting the change of Austin, but not really. Part of me is like good.
Yeah.
You know, I guess maybe because I don't live there anymore. I got the good Austin, and now you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the one that was fun.
You guys you're not gonna believe how good it was back in the day here.
Now you have the bad version.
Yeah. Enjoy your Whole Foods.
They always had Whole Foods.
They always had that?
That's where it started, in Austin.
It did?
Yeah.
Wow. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's keeping it weird.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Did you have fun in Austin? You were just in Austin recently, right?
I was just at the mall. I mean, the road is like, I got really drunk with the boys on.
Did you go to Mothership?
No, I didn't go to Mothership. Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't go.
Yeah.
Was it cool?
You know, I think I said it on the show. It was kind of underwhelming, not because of the club itself, but just because of the way people talk about it. Even not being naive, I did expect it to be a little bit more.
They said it was amazing.
Because you go to Compound Media, and there's like a mentally disabled person who can only say the N-word,
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, this really is Anthony Cumia's studio.
This is special.
Yeah, right.
What did you expect? Like, you expected like
Long Island freaks offering you a T-shirt that's the wrong size.
Yes.
But no, it's just like a regular comedy club.
But the audiences are pumped.
I didn't really see much of the show. I was mostly hanging out at the bar.
Yeah.
I just got a drink and then met, what's his name? Adam Egget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And he was a nice guy. They were nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't been back to DC in a while, but I wonder what I even liked about it to begin with. Because I think I kind of hated it.
It's because you
had
lived
that trip.
in New York.
I hadn't lived in New York.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing, like, and that you realize when doing the road is like, I mean, New York really kind of is the best place.
It is the best place. It's the best city.
And every other city is the same.
Yeah.
Every city is the same.
It's the same. They're all boring. They suck.
They're boring.
New York's great.
Yeah.
New York's the best one.
Yeah.
If you live anywhere but New York, you're jealous.
Yeah. They have like, everyone
You
has
spend
like
every day waking up, oh, I could be eating a big pizza pie right now.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You can't, because you're in Louisville.
Yeah, and they always have like.
Once you eat a baseball bat, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
No, why don't
Why don't you kill yourself with a baseball bat?
They're always like, oh, we have a River North Arts District.
Yeah.
And it's always the same kind of buildings.
Right. The shittiest sculptures you've ever seen.
The shittiest sculptures like in public art you've ever seen.
Yeah.
A neighborhood which was clearly like a municipal dump.
Yeah.
That they put like those like crappy prefab glass like apartment buildings
It was like an area where they've just made the chemicals that went into making newspapers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now the stinky zone.
And they're like, now it's like a real city. We're bringing people back to the urban center of the city.
It's all luxury apartments.
Yeah.
No baseboards. They just have stainless steel appliances from 15 years ago and lavender walls.
Yeah, places that already feel dated.
Yeah.
And they're literally brand new.
Yeah. But there's a foosball table in the lobby.
They have a foosball table, they have a gym, and a movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the movie theater is, of course, like a Sanyo panel television, 720p.
Yeah. And they have 6 seats.
Just pathetic wires.
Yeah.
No cable management.
No cable management, so to speak.
Armed out 15 inches off the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then guys are playing foosball while you're trying to fucking watch Sex in the City.
My
with
apartment
your
complex in Austin, they had a computer center.
Yeah. Business center.
And it was like 2 desktops, and it was always these Guatemalan guys in there just jacking off. You'd come in, they'd X out the window and like scoot the chair closer to the desk. And one day I looked under the desk, and the back wall was just covered in like decrepit cum.
Yeah.
Like stalactites, where they'd just been nutting all over the wall. I'm like, all right, the computer center. I can't wait to hop on the information superhighway.
I can't wait to hack. I'm gonna go hack teach these guys how to code.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you go to those fucking the North River Arts District, and it's always like, oh, we have like a fucking like, lime scooters is always peppered by lime scooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't need cars here, like, and then you look up like what the rent is, like, oh, I wonder what the rent is for a 1 bedroom here, and it's still
$2,200.
Yeah, it's $2,800 a month. Like, there's no reason not to live in New York.
Yeah,
that
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of been the nice thing about inflation is that I don't ever have to think about like what money would I be saving if I didn't live in New York.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I pay less. I hear what people are paying in rent, and I'm like, I pay less than that.
In Bed-Stuy.
Right. Yeah.
In New York.
In New York. Yeah.
For your own apartment.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's I guess the only difference is taxes, I guess. I mean, like, people probably pay less in state income tax, but like,
the only other option really was Los Angeles, and now that's been destroyed.
I'm so happy that God. Yeah. God destroyed LA.
Yeah.
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 They had I think what eventually they said was it was a post tropical storm. They didn't even get hurricane level 1. They didn't get a tropical storm. They just got heavy rain for 1 day.
Hurricane.
But they have absolutely no Hurricane Hillary.
But they had an earthquake also.
Did they have an earthquake too?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Ojai.
In Ojai?
Yeah, it's north.
Oh, shit. My friend got married there.
No, really?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I haven't been to LA in a while.
I went a couple months ago.
LA is so disappointing because it's like there's elements of it that are so like pretty and cool. Like, is it called Little Japan or Little Tokyo?
Yeah, Little Tokyo, but that's like just like a shopping center.
Well, the areas around there,
yeah,
like that part of.
I like LA.
Is that like technically, yeah, Chinatown too?
LA Chinatown is like by Dodger Stadium.
Like just really nice. Right in between Dodger Stadium and downtown. That like whole section.
Yeah.
It's like being
Echo Park is really pretty.
It's like being in the 40s.
Yeah. Like you're in fucking a noir or something.
Yeah. That shit's slick. You ever go to La Philippe?
No, what's that?
It's a sandwich shop in that area.
Oh, is that the one with the dip?
The dip.
The French dip.
Yeah.
They invented that?
Yeah, and the sandwiches aren't even that good, but I just love the vibe so much in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a private detective.
I'm a dick.
I'm a private detective looking into who stole this old man's jewel. Somebody stole a jewel from an old man. Yeah. I'm on the case.
And this woman with BPD is like, I need your damn help, but I think she's actually trying to destroy my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's always like a
detective, but wait, go ahead.
Sorry, it's always a BPD type bitch, yeah.
Yeah, a femme fatale.
If you don't find out who did it, I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
If you break up with me, I'll drink gasoline.
Well, we weren't dating.
Yeah.
My husband is in trouble.
No, I want to take an edible and rewatch Chinatown.
I took one and then I couldn't even fall asleep. I was just
I say that. I'm a fraud. I have never taken an edible.
Dude, it's too much.
I've never. That's what anybody.
Too much. I still feel high.
I smoke weed so infrequently. The last time I was
I never smoked
quote unquote regularly smoking weed. It was when I lived with Amber and she had a bowl and I would just take resin hits.
Yeah, and just get stoned for 8 hours.
Not even 8 hours. Just like I only like being a very little bit high.
Same.
Yeah.
I think I took a 10 milligram edible. I took a tiny, like, not a big one.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend has them because she has problems sleeping sometimes. And I can't do it.
I like the idea of being high, like theoretically what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, this movie's awesome.
This movie is ha ha ha.
That's not what it is.
Yeah, it's bad, but it's funny.
Yeah, like, why is my penis turtling?
Yeah. Why did you say that thing earlier? And everyone looked at you like this.
Why?
And then you acted like you didn't know that everyone was looking at you like this. But everyone probably thinks you're fucking weird.
Am I sweating? I feel like I'm sweating. I'm just sticky right now. I feel like fucking shit.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
I just evaluate my
entire day. I think about how long I've hated myself, and I'm like, damn, it's been the entire time.
Yeah. When have you ever been happy?
That's why I always hate when people are like, you just don't feel well, and they're like, dude, just take a bunch of mushrooms and just do like a reset. I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you fucking know? You like not even the speak to God level, but the like you just work all that stuff out while you're on mushrooms. I'm like, no, it just magnifies everything.
Yeah,
I
it's
sit there
scary.
with anxiety. Yeah, worried about fucking did I pay my taxes correctly?
I've had a couple times where I've taken mushrooms when I was younger, where I was just like miserably depressed.
Yeah, I mean, hey, and if it works for you like that,
It
great.
didn't work.
Yeah.
No, I was just really upset, and then I wasn't high anymore, and I was like, that sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, often the best feeling I've had on mushrooms is good for me. I'm not freaking out.
Yeah.
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 Wow, look at you. You're not
Once again, it's a drug that you take to act like, and you're doing a good job if you feel like you're not on the drug.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like
So there's no reason to do
right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm like actually sober now for a couple months.
Yeah, dude. Good, proud of you.
I don't know. I mean, it's just not doing something.
Right. It's abstaining.
Yeah. It is fucked up though, because if you spend a lot of time doing drugs or drinking, it makes it. I feel like it makes it harder to actually enjoy, like thoroughly enjoy life, because you know what being on drugs feels like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's things I enjoy. I'm like, oh, I had a good time. This is a good movie, or like this is a nice dinner. I'm having so much fun with my friends, but I'm not high as shit on cocaine. Like I'm not that. I mean,
I'm not planning out a fucking small business that me and the boys are gonna start.
Yeah, it's not
first thing in the morning.
It's not 8 a.m. and I'm like, man, I love talking.
Dude, conversations are fucking awesome,
Dude,
man.
it's so cool to talk, to say things.
Dude, I got drunk with the camera boys on Friday, and then I woke up in the hotel Saturday, and I felt so shitty. And I was like, why'd you fucking do this?
Yeah,
What is wrong with you?
You guys are going crazy.
And then I watched Lord of the Rings with commercials, and I don't even like that movie.
It's not good, man. But that's
It
another
took
thing.
7 hours.
Lord of the Rings is the same as weed for me. I'm like, fucking, I want whatever other people are having when they engage in this.
Exactly.
And multiple times I've been like, there's 3 of them. They're long as shit. They spend a bunch of money on them. I should be able to.
It should be awesome.
Just be like, wow, midgets doing magic or whatever the fuck it is. And it's just boring. It just bores the shit out of me.
It stinks.
Oh, now the trees are talking.
Oh,
Oh, we have to meet the leader of the trees and hear what he has to say about fucking the evil wizard and his fucking
so
pig man.
stupid.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dumb.
The orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the wizard comes back, and now he's a different color.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so stupid. I was just sitting there, and I was like, I didn't remember that I could change the channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I sat
Just feeling awful.
I sat in the hotel and watched like probably 8 hours of Beat Bobby Flay.
Did anyone beat him?
No, I don't think anyone beats him on
I
the
think he
show.
wins every episode.
Yeah.
It's kind of bullshit.
Okay, we got Joshua coming on. Joshua owns a restaurant in New Jersey, and I'm gonna beat him. So nice try, Joshua. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's like he's just fighting babies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's an idiot.
Although I saw one last night, and the guy who owns Pilar was on.
Really? The Cuban restaurant?
Yeah.
And he lost?
Yeah, I think so. I turned it off.
Fucking Bobby Flay.
Because this was when I had gotten home.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, it's Beat Bobby Flay. And I put it on. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm home. I could be sitting on the couch in silence right now.
Yeah. Man. But it was
Somebody sent me 2 Tom of Finland prints.
Really?
Yeah. Very nice.
How big?
They wrote me a nice note. I don't know, like 8 by 10.
How big are the dicks? Huge.
8 by 10.
8 by 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it's a penis.
Yeah, they didn't crop it. They cropped it. They didn't zoom the picture down.
So they just cropped it.
They
to the
just
penis.
cut out the
Just the unnecessary cops and.
Yeah.
And
I have the
bikers.
coffee table book. XXL.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
The thing that's crazy about it is how good he is at drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like he's so passionate about this one subject.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's also like an incredible renderer.
Well, there's stories because he would write series or he'd illustrate series.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a muscle man like coming to a clearing in the woods, and then there's like a hole of a body of water that says no swimming, and then he goes swimming, and then the cop comes by and he's like pointing at the sign, and then he's raping the guy who went swimming. He's like tying him up and fucking him. The end.
That's really good, dude.
Yeah, there's one that's the circus, and it's like trapeze artist, and he's like swinging, and his dick's hard, and the other guy like starts sucking his dick, and he's like sucking his dick and holding on.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the gay circus one is really good.
Yeah, I've only seen the biker.
Mm-hmm.
There's oftentimes
Kake.
Kake, yeah.
That's his name. That's that character's name.
His name is Kake?
Yeah, Kake.
Oh.
Maybe it's just cock. I don't know.
Cock.
I don't speak Finnish.
No, his name was just Penis in Finnish, yeah. So then if you have a character.
His name is Penis.
His name is Penis. And he rides on the motorcycles. And then he meets another man with the police.
Yeah.
He also have big cock.
What's his name? His name is also Penis.
His name is also Penis.
They are both named Penis.
So they both said, wow, I thought I was the only one with that name.
Yeah, I guess we should have gay sex.
I guess we should have gay sex. I guess, oh my God, it looks like you have a big bulge on the...
Yeah. No, that stuff is really good. I think I complained about it too. I found something online that was like, Tom of Finland reimagined with women. And it's like, this is already like a subversive thing.
Do you understand that that is just all media?
Yeah, right.
It's overly sexualized
That's
women.
also, it's just, yeah, exactly. It's that, and that's also like what Chase Bank would do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not, you know what we need?
We're heroes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now I kind of want to look at the women.
Yeah.
Do they also have penises, or no? It's just camel toe.
They're all like Jersey style lesbians. I think.
They're strong.
What I saw.
That sucks, dude. Give me the original.
Yeah.
All these fucking remakes these days.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me the old fashioned
You know what? I want to go
biker.
see that movie coming out on September 15th. I can't remember the name, but I remember when it's coming out.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's like The Haunting of, I don't know, some little Halloween movie.
I love scaries, dude.
I love Halloween movies.
You know I don't like spooky scaries, not because I'm afraid, but because it's fake. I've never been afraid, not even once, of anything.
15 best haunted house movies you really shouldn't watch alone. This is a disappointing article to read if it's near Halloween and your wife has just died. You're like, oh,
I really shouldn't.
oh, right, she's dead.
She would have loved to do this with me when she was.
You know what I've been trying to rewatch forever is The Others.
What's that?
The Nicole Kidman movie.
It's a scary,
Yeah, sort of.
spooky
It's got
scary.
a spooky atmosphere to it.
Why? There's like people in her house.
Any movie that's about a house in late fall or early winter,
Yeah.
you know, the woods, I will watch.
Really?
And I feel like it's very hard to fuck those up.
And they hear things in the house.
So you
and
could
there's
make a movie called
spookies.
"Where Is My Contact Lens," and it's just it's like they just shoot it in
You hear the trees.
in the pine barrens in a house, in the woods, and it's like, have you seen my contact lens? And it's just, I don't know. I thought it wasn't in the bathroom. Well, of course I checked the bathroom.
Do you check under the couch?
And then he goes through the house, and it's like, where is the bathroom? And wasn't the door right here? And he opens it, and he just goes back into the kitchen. It's like, something's happened with my contact lens.
Yeah.
Then you find out at the end, you've been dead the entire time.
You've been dead, and also your friend is a ghost.
Yeah.
And you've been alone, and you never had
How
a
long
bathroom.
have I been dead? 40 years. Okay, well, yesterday I had my contact lens. Yes, I came, and I fucked it. So being dead is unrelated to the contact lens, which I accidentally nutted on.
Yeah.
Me, the other ghost in the house.
But I'm the real ghost. The other ghost is a fake ghost. He
I
doesn't
accidentally
exist.
wiped my ass with the contact lens. And then I thought it was toilet paper.
Yeah.
I thought it was an asshole plug. It had the same shape.
I have a tiny asshole.
I didn't know what it was. I thought, that's not a tiny asshole. It's a regular sized asshole.
A contact lens?
Yeah. How big is your asshole? It's just sitting around open? You have a silver dollar asshole?
People.
No, they don't. You just have it's worse. You have a naturally loose asshole.
I bet you if I put a contact lens in my butt.
You were born to ride, my friend.
I bet you if I put a contact lens in my butt, I would poop it
A
out.
biker with "Born to Ride" tattooed on his transfer.
Yeah.
It's 'cause I got Harleys in my blood, bro.
Dude, I'm a fucking bottom.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, Harley bottoms.
I'm a Harley bottom.
Born to ride, playboy.
Yep. I saw this cartoon made by this Finnish guy one time.
Yeah.
That's when I realized that my outlaw
Next time you come
lifestyle.
over, we should do like a pay-per-view thing. I know you don't like
Watch boxing?
I know you don't like the size of my coffee table, so you refuse to come
It's
over.
too big for the size.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
The scale of the apartment you need to
No.
There's just not a lot of your legs.
My legs have no fucking problem.
You put them on top?
I sometimes if I want to,
Yeah.
or sometimes I don't.
It works as an ottoman.
Both. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
prefer that guests don't do that, but
So I'm gonna have to come over to your house and watch you do it.
there's a chair with an ottoman.
I know that chair, but it's not about you can't see the TV.
It's for reading.
I know.
Yeah.
With a gorgeous just Chelsea glass lamp. What's it called?
I don't know. I got it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's a fake Tiffany lamp.
A Tiffany lamp. Yeah.
I think I paid like $80 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. It looks nice, but if you touch it, it's like
Yeah.
it's like fucking hamster cage accessories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking
Yeah, but it is nice for reading, especially in the winter. Snow falling, nice warm light.
Yeah. It is nice. But yeah, that chair you can't see the TV from.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to watch a pay-per-view.
Also, we have an in with Lifetime.
We do now.
Yeah.
Well, like what?
I won't go into details, but if we can sell a Lifetime movie, we should do that. Now that the schedule's clear.
Yeah.
Fuck this sketch. Let's just not release any more episodes.
This auction.
Fuck the talk show.
This Lifetime thing is like
Yeah.
we can make $30,000.
We could make $30,000 a year.
A year?
Dude. If we just sell
Split between the two of us.
9 movies a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a cool 30.
Yeah.
Easy.
My favorite part of any Lifetime movie is like the Lifetime movie run,
Yeah.
where it's always like an actress that didn't quite make it and now she's 37 and wearing I don't know enough about women's clothes.
Yeah, she played the Pink Ranger on Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Like someone like that.
She's just dressed like a Target mannequin,
Right.
running in those those heeled zipper boots.
Yes.
The fucking,
Yes.
The one, but in that tweet, like every crazy fat bitch has the crazy fat bitch boots.
Yes.
Yeah, running in those across like a Rite Aid parking lot, being like, I found the files that prove Anthony's not dead.
Uh-huh.
Anthony turned himself into the computer.
What about a lady who she gets like, okay, so like the military shows up at her door, they got a flag in a triangle, and they're like, your husband's dead, and it's called The Lady Who Loved Too Much or something like that, right?
The triangle.
The triangle. It's called the triangle. Right?
Triangle. The triangle next door.
The triangle next door. Yeah, and they're like, I'm sorry, ma'am. He was killed by the Mujahideen, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to pick the pieces up of her life. And then she starts noticing clues that he could still be alive.
Yeah.
And
And it opens with him in Afghanistan. It's clearly like the Inland Empire.
yeah, it's clearly like
Yeah, you can see a P.F. Chang's in the background. It's just a palm tree in a desert.
Yeah, they're in
Outpost base Delta Star Fox.
Yeah, on the bottom.
Yeah. I can't wait to see you. He's on an iPhone. I can't wait to see you when I get home from the war.
Right. And you think that he's talking to the wife,
Yeah.
but he's talking to someone
Yeah.
else.
She's like, how is it in Afghanistan? He's like, oh, yeah, Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. And then he's walking into Journeys at the fucking...
At the mall,
At the
by
mall.
the outdoor California style mall.
Inland Empire Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nicest GameStop you've ever seen.
Yeah. Just huge GameStop.
Yeah.
So then she gets the flag, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said he wanted you to have this, right? And then it's a letter, and he says, I always loved you. This is in the event of my death, right? But then she finds out she starts asking questions because she starts getting messages. Your husband's not dead. You know, don't look for him, but he's not dead. Right? Come to find out, she goes to the military. She said, what the hell is this? She's like, I want to see. We gave him a burial. They said his body was blown in bits. We couldn't, so we just had to bury, like.
I would want to do a movie where it's like a woman that's being gaslit by her community. She thinks her husband's cheating on her, but the entire community is gaslighting her and telling her that it's a right-wing conspiracy theory.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that it's QAnon and it's nonsense, and she's like going down a fascist rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So she refused to believe any of it, and at the end, there's a video of her husband in Nancy Pelosi's office fucking another woman. It comes out during the January 6th investigations.
Right.
She's like, I was right after all.
She was asking the right questions.
She was.
Yeah.
Jesus led me to the truth that both QAnon is real and my husband was cheating on me.
Yeah, and that's what the name's called.
Yeah.
Jesus led me to the truth.
Yeah, it's called the Jesus next door.
The Jesus next door.
Jesus' babysitter. Whore. Jesus' whore babysitter.
Oh, man. Yeah, those movies were the best. Yeah, we were just laughing about it.
Turn on some music and play her.
Incredible. Chinese learns the words to a song.
I hope you understand. Yeah, they love that song.
They love that song.
Yeah, well, that's how Jackie Chan taught himself English. Singing Frank Sinatra.
Was it? Really?
I think. Either that or Elvis or something.
He's got an incredible set of pipes, that guy.
Yeah. He is good. Okay, well, that'll probably do it. Folks, I'll be in Boston next month, September. Let me get the actual dates. I'll be at the Wilbur Theater. There's only one show left to sell tickets for. And we'd like to have that one go. Yeah, September 15th and 16th, I'll be in Boston, Massachusetts at the Wilbur Theater. And for tickets, you can just go to mole.dog, my website, /live-shows, or just click shows at the top. And then I'll be at Skanks Fest. I don't really have to move tickets for that in Vegas on the 30th. And then November 8th, it's me and Adam at Town Hall. But yeah, no, that should be fun. Yeah, come out to the Wilbur and come out to Town Hall, and then that's it for me for the year. I don't know. I guess I'll have to powwow with Steven once he gets back from the dentist in Florida, and that'll probably be a couple weeks of editing, figuring out how to make that shit look and sound like I don't have a bunch of weird facial tics, and I'm not picking my nose the entire time.
I think you did great, buddy.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. No, I had fun. And then, yeah, hopefully get that out. And then a couple more months of doing spots at the Stand and Funny Moms. And ideally start touring again probably mid-February with New Hour, because you got to do that. I promise you, I will not do any repeat stuff. If I don't have the material by the time I'm on tour again, I'll just walk off stage.
Yep.
You'll get a 10-minute show out of me.
You'll get a nice, cool 12 minutes. Washington, D.C. this weekend, the 24th to the 26th, with Caleb. Come out and see us.
How's Caleb doing? I haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't seen him in a while either. I think good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye, everybody.
All right. You have a call?
Yeah.